Hey, what's up? Welcome back to MarcelianOnline. I tried raiding last week and look where that's gotten me. So I was thinking, was WoW always like this? Let's take a trip down memory lane because I bet you are not remembering everything you should about your favorite and least favorite expansion. When WoW came, so did every Tolkien and EverQuest fan. Ha! The world was massive, and you could be anything from a savage orc warrior to an elusive night elf druid, to a badass human mage, to an elusive night elf druid, a burning mad undead warlock, or an elusive night elf druid. Back then, we used to actually read quest text because this guy said we needed to find this one treasure somewhere here in this area. Actually, southeast of this town that was... wait, where was this again? In Vanilla WoW, we learned that anatomy was just as scientifically accurate as astrology because in a real fantasy game, wolves that had livers were privileged, while quillboars had to have 3 generations of their population eradicated to collect 60 of their tusks. People think today's society is way more open-minded and progressive, but they wouldn't have known how intelligent paladins wore cloth dresses for more buffs, and hunters could and would use every weapon in the game at the same fucking time because of course they could. How else could they do melee damage when they ran out of ammo? None of these add-ons and weak auras were present in the endgame raiding because experiencing panic and rage-inducing ventrilo rants was how the character was built.
Left side! Even side! Many whelps! Now handle it!
Oh, and dungeons took 6 hours to complete, almost as much as it took warlocks to farm their soul shards for a raid night. But not as long as Alterac Valley Battlegrounds do, that ate a whole school week worth of time at a time. After 2 years of pretending to be able to play a video game, we could finally use this ominous portal to see if we were prepared.
You are not prepared.
You are definitely not prepared for the attunement quest line that saw you do this dungeon and this in order to do this and this raid, while getting this and this reputations up to finally to be able to do this raid. And there were 2 more raids after this. But that was fine because your girlfriend, lol, finally had a cute new race to play with while healing you, which surely wouldn't create a decade-lasting female gamer stereotype. Also, this expansion made the best capital city to this day, easily the most race-thematic one, but in an effort to not make other capital cities feel bad, it was neatly tucked away in a loading screen at the end of the world, harder to get to even today after we travel through space, hell, time, and lawsuits. But Alliance Paladins were badass for the first time and last time in a cinematic. Most people don't remember their friends from TBC because nothing gets you ridden out of a will faster than a ninja looting the legendary warglaives, so they can definitely be good at arena PvP finally.
My son.
Oh boy.
Arthas.
Oh boy! Wait, we can finally play as a Death Knight? Dude, my 12-year-old self is giggling in his chair right now. Oh damn, the questing is pretty good.
Soldiers of the Scourge! Death Knights of Acros! Minions of the Darkness! Hear the call of the High Lord! Rise!
Oh damn, the questing is really good. Oh damn. Oh damn, they can never ever top this anymore ever. Also, you know, Death Knights were oppressively strong, so that helped. But if you had even more time to waste, you could farm Skull, the hunter pet that for sure exists even though I never saw it because other people have it, and it's not like I farmed it for 99 hours and it spawned the second I gave up. That would be such a time loss. I mean time loss. Also, they just made the best raid in the entire world. Yep, definitely never be able to make another one like it for sure. Look at these cool new races and... cheersome? Garrosh is kind of angry as an individual. Hope it doesn't turn into something bad in the future and... Dude, Sourcefang's kid. Wait, what happens in the raid? Dude, I definitely heard something. Oh. Man, after all that cold, I could sure use some heat? Yep, I'm sold. When we eventually get to fight this guy, it's gonna be awesome. Back to Azeroth, you say? Revamped zones, you say? Oh my god, look how cool it looks, and what the fuck did they do to my barons? I can't wait to kill Deathwing. It's gonna be epic. Under the sea, it's better when it's wetter. Something, something. Don't crabs sing in WoW? Also, why is the game so hard? Dude, I can now transmog my gear? This is so cool. Everyone will use the coolest sets to look badass for the rest of time. Imagine killing Deathwing in my tier 2 armor set. Boy, that fight will be glorious. Raid Finder was added and dungeons nerfed? Why is this game so easy now? Oh my god, look at Raggy's footsies. They did my boy so wrong. At least the PvP is good.
Hello everybody, Marcelian here, back at you with another video.
And we have Deathwing to look forward to. Biggest and meanest dragon that ever messed up the whole wide world. Fighting him is going to put the Arthas raid fight to shame. I know it. Okay, bring on the next expansion. It can be goofier than this. Never mind. Wait, pandas have an actual cool story for real? I mean, from the slaves of Mogu, they practiced martial arts pretending to dance and used it to gain freedom. And that's how we have monks? Bro, dope as all hell. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is actually kinda lame. Bro, does this expansion just have the best raids ever made? I mean, Throne of Thunder? More like Throne of Take My Money, please. I think Timeless Isle was named after the schedule players will not be able to have, cause this is the best content they ever made and I'm not leaving. No, you can't make me. Oh, kind of angry as an Never mind. Garrosh is kind of angry as an individual. Hope it doesn't turn into something bad in the future. I want those shoulders! Wait, who's the new war chief now? Chad Jin? Fuck yeah, baby, for the Horde, and Garrosh escaped and wants to bring the old Horde back? I am sure Vol'jin is going to show us how important he is as the first non-orc war chief in the Horde in an expansion where orc chieftains are the theme and... oh, he's just chilling, I guess. Pasgro, my Shell Scream is fucking sick as hell. I cannot wait to fight him as the last boss like they promised, together with all these other epic legendary orcs. I'm sure their story is going to be great. Dude, they revised leveling? That's so cool. If the game is so good now, imagine how awesome it would be at max level. Man, this has to be the worst expansion ever. Likely WoW is dead. I'm just going to go back into my garrison. I never want to see another player ever again. Let's kill the Burning Legion, baby! Sargeras, here I come! Aw, man. So many demon hunters? That's fine, because everyone has legendaries now. Yay! And... wait, I didn't get my best legendary after my 4th drop that took 1 month, and leveling a new character is faster than waiting for my 5th legendary drop? Don't care, we have class campaign and order halls to make me feel like the leader of my class. What? I have to farm artifact power infinitely to make my weapons stronger and my other specs gain nothing out of it? Don't care, we have Mythic Plus, baby. Warlords of Draenor was an empty shell of an expansion. Hope we get some actual content now. Wait. They did what to combat Rogue? Wait, what's up with Survival Hunter? Wait, Illidan did what to the sky? Oh no, so we lost our artifact weapon? That's okay. I'm sure the next expansions are going to keep up with the new content standard for WoW until the end of time. Now this is what World of Warcraft is all about. Also, wait, what are we burning again? Oh no, but her backstory is so tragic. Surely her actions will be justified exactly 1 expansion and a patch later, when all of this would have been worth it through a cathartic plot twist. We now have World of Warcraft, the Netflix series, and Saurfang is the main guy they are really hinting at killing off, but of course he wouldn't have an underwhelming death with all of this build-up. Oh, so Azerite is just like the artifact weapon, right? Wait, so Azerite is more or less like tier sets? Wait, so we don't get class sets because it became formulaic, but we will get cool themed spec related bonuses, right? Battle for the Warlords has to be the coolest raid ever made. I legit think the raid team was hired from a different company with a mission different than shitting on everything players ever loved. Essences did kind of make the heart of Azeroth less cringe, and made us kind of forget about Azeroth.
You serious?
But corruption is doing more than half of our damage is pure fantasy. Oh, Nylosa, finally! I mean, this is kind of an expansion level content, no? At the very least, the whole patch zone with more lore and world building than Nazjatar, right? Surely we won't just have a raid with a JPEG background of N'Zoth, and we have a raid with a JPEG background of N'Zoth. At least they learned from Deathwing and won't let us end this boss fight in a cringe and lame way, right? Since he is an old god and all. Boy, after playing this as players, I don't really know what we should feel about ourselves.
You are all nothing!
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, now all that BFA trash will be cleared up. WoW will come back, and we will finally get an answer to the story that was being built up since Wrath of the Lich King. We are so hyped for this. We even made a song.
See you in Shadowlands.
I've been loving it then, I still love it now.
I'm sure it will age like fine wine. Ah, Bastion. This looks like heaven / Valhalla inspired afterlife content, and we even have Uther here. Cannot wait to see this character finally getting a WoW story. Is this Emerald Dream 2.0? It's kinda blue, I guess. Oh, so this is where the Lich King and Undead really come from? It makes total sense for Thrall's mom to be a pivotal character in routing the forces of Undead as an orc, warrior in life, rogue in death, mother of a shaman, and wife of a chieftain. All these questions will be answered for sure. No? Maybe in the Maw, the Dark Souls danger-like content they promised. No, it's shit. Then clearly in Torghast, the infinitely scalable roguelike system they wanted players to experience. It's not roguelike? It's not infinitely scalable anymore? It's very punishing and also mandatory for your legendary, and if you fail your runs, you lose on the materials for the legendary and have to wait for more? Boy, I sure hope the story starts to make sense. Ah, Nathria, a gothic castle inspired by Bram Stoker. We get to free a dead Kael'thas at least, and this gives us hope for the rest of the raids. Covenants being locked and no tier sets is bold. I'm sure they have a good plan and execution for all of this. I think I missed the content where we see all of the deaths Sylvanas caused in the last 3 expansions. Not here. Not here. What the fuck? I think I'm lost. Wait, Activision Blizzard did what? Ah, finally tier sets are back and covenants can be unlocked. How about that? Wait, they did what, Arthas? Get me out of here before Final Fantasy claims MarcelianOnline too. Need some Warcraft again. Ah, man, dragons sure look like Warcraft, and we get to ride them like an actual flying mount and not a flying kite? Hell yeah! Talents are back, baby. Is WoW back too? Tuskars! Boy, they weren't kidding when they said they wanted high fantasy again. Oh lol, the new dragons look like dragons we have at home. This is the funniest joke they ever pulled. I cannot wait to see the dumb look on everyone's faces when they reveal that the actual dragon race we got that we have been waiting for since Warcraft 3 is actually more like this. Wait, what do you mean Black Dragon Spec isn't a tank? Neltharion was a scientist? Sure, bro. But we have the Bard now. Let's just hope it doesn't become a meta spec where it will freeze up 1 to 4 spots in groups for 2 whole years. I mean, yeah, WoW is kinda back, but this story is kind of not. And how is the side story better? You go, Cairn, show us some Warcraft, brother! No. 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 Oh boy, Iridikron is low-key a baller, and Xal'atath looks like a cool villain to have, and Amir'Durcell is a nice raid, I guess. On a scale of 1 to WoW is dead, I guess I could give Dragonflight a 0.5 Shadowlands units. Save us, Metzen, please! Yo, I think WoW might be back again. Nerubians and dwarves, now we are cooking some Warcraft, baby. Girls, 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 we taking all the glory. Boy, this season has to be the worst season World of Warcraft has ever seen. But at least we will always have Hallowfall. Boy, this season has to be the best season World of Warcraft has ever seen. Bugs, 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 I'm looking for some frame rate. Goblins are kinda nice, and can you swing, baby? Wash up the taste of woke, broke, and joke with some explosions, rockets, backstabbing, and robots. Let's go! I wonder if midnight will make me feel at home.